Well, weddings, of course, can be beautiful, sentimental, and expensive. According to the wedding website, The Knot, the average wedding costs more than $31,000, not including the honeymoon, and nearly half of all couples will spend more than they budgeted for. Ouch. So here to help is financial professional Cathy DeWitt Dunn. Good morning, Cathy.
Good morning.
$30,000 is more than a lot of people make in an entire year. So now we're talking about spending that on one day. What should we do if we want to have a really special occasion but don't want to start out the marriage in debt?
Well, go to the justice of the peace and get married.
I thought you were going to say that.
But I think one of the challenges is that 36% of couples that get married end up having a red wedding, which means they went into debt for it, which is just crazy. Starting off your relationship in debt, and it's not the parents paying it, it's the couples that are paying it. So I think you really need to sit down and look at a budget and know where you're headed.
Right, you know, it's very true. I think that the days are over where a parent would pay for an entire wedding or had been saving for an entire life. You know, now people are kind of paying for it more themselves. So you have to kind of set that budget and then I guess try to stick to it.
Yeah, I know, it's really hard. I mean, you're getting married and you know how that is, right?
Yes.
Like little things come up, things that you haven't expected. So it's really important to have a budget and stick to it. And make sure, you know, because if you're going to spend all this money on a wedding, what about your retirement? Are you going to buy a house? Are you going to have a kids? And it's just crazy that I know, but 1 in 5 marriages end in divorce because of money issues.
Yeah, you know, and you do hear so much about, you know, the financial arguments. We're doing that in our premarital counseling right now, going through kind of the money talks and things like that. But what should people do ahead of time to kind of get out ahead of that and prevent the big money arguments during marriage?
That's a great question. I think one of the things is sit down and be honest. You know, maybe have a joint checking account, savings account, so you know who's going to pay what, and then you don't have any surprises later down the road.
The other thing that you say to do is disclose baggage. What do you mean by that?
Oh, wow. Everybody comes into a relationship with some form of baggage, whether it be credit card debt, student loan debt. You really need to sit down. Have you been married before? Are you paying child support? These are all things that need to be discussed up front.
And is a part of the disclosing baggage is that if you've got a bunch of kind of student loan debt or credit cards or credit score that needs to be worked on?
Exactly. Because one of the things you want to do is empower yourself going forward to have a really good financial future, but it's full disclosure up front.
Okay, that makes sense. And then setting the ground rules.
Yeah, that's huge. Make sure that you stay within your budget. You know, we do have a situation here where people cheat with financial information. You know, 20% of people may have a private checking account somewhere. So we want to make sure that it's full disclosure.
Yeah, that can't be good.
No, it can't be. And I'm a certified divorce financial analyst, and I see this all the time. So you have to sit down and really be honest with one another so you can have a successful, happy marriage.
And finally, ask for help. What do you mean by that?
Well, that's one of the biggest challenges is if you really can't sit down with your spouse, maybe you need to go to a financial professional or a marital counselor. Maybe you've got somebody in your family that you could really rely on. But it's okay to ask for help, to have somebody sit down and really help you that has been successful in their marriage. Okay,
I'll get working on that budget. Cathy, thank you so much. On her website, she has a lot of different spending tools and things that can help you out. We'll have that linked up on our website, fox4news.com.